Hello boys and girls, this is Mrs. Olsen and I am coming to you from my house. This is my living room, and since we're all staying at home these days, I thought I would do a little video for you from my home. So I thought, gosh, what can we do? We can do lots of things because it's springtime. We are going outside and we're seeing lots of springtime things. We're seeing bees in the trees finally, and we're seeing lots of flowers starting to pop up. And do you know what I did the other day? I planted some flowers and some vegetables and some herbs, and so I've been thinking about gardening. And so I was thinking that we could learn some songs today about gardening. So I think first the thing I want to teach you is about John the Rabbit. And here is a little friend. This is John the Rabbit. And John the Rabbit is naughty. He is so naughty. John the Rabbit's so naughty because John the Rabbit's been hopping in my garden and eating all my carrots. So let's get warmed up with John the Rabbit hopping up and down. And we're gonna hop with our voices on an ooh vowel. So when John the Rabbit hops up, we're gonna go whoop, and when John the Rabbit hops down, we'll go ooh. So let's do it together. Follow Mrs. Olsen. Whoop, ooh, whoop, 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 ooh, whoop. Very nice, John. Well, John, let's sing John the Rabbit. Now, on this song, this is a call and response song. And that means that I sing a part and you sing a different part. Don't worry, I am going to teach you how to do the different part. So I will sing, and then your job will be, oh yes, try it. Oh yes. Let's think of some things that John the Rabbit could have eaten. How about eating all my carrots? John the Rabbit, so naughty. All right, don't forget your part is, oh, John the Rabbit, oh yes, yes? Okay, here we go. Oh, John the Rabbit, oh, John the Rabbit, had a very fine habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my carrots. He ate tomatoes and sweet potatoes, and if I live until next fall, I never shall plant a garden at all. Let's think of some other things that John the Rabbit, that naughty little rabbit, oh, he feels bad, I'm sure. How about broccoli? All right. Oh, John the Rabbit, oh, John the Rabbit, had a very fine habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my broccoli. He ate tomatoes and sweet potatoes, and if I live until next fall, I never shall plant a garden at all. All right, what else could we wonder if you like green peas. How about green peas? All right, let's do it. Don't forget your oh yes. Oh, John the Rabbit, oh, John the Rabbit, had a very fine habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my green peas. He ate tomatoes and sweet potatoes, and if I live until next fall, I never shall plant my garden at all. Very good. One more, I think. How about sweet corn? Ooh, we all love sweet corn. All right, here we go. Oh, John the rabbit, oh, John the rabbit, had a very fine habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my sweet corn. He ate tomatoes and sweet potatoes, and if I live until next fall, I never shall plant a garden at all. Oh, you naughty rabbit, let's never do that again. Oh, I don't think he'll do it anymore. All right, fair. Well, what should we do with all those vegetables that we grew in our garden? How about making some soup? Get out your big pot, let's set it down here, and then we're gonna do some chopping. So it goes like this. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Cut off the bottoms, cut off the top. What there is left, we put in the pot. Chop, chop, chippity chop. What could we chop? How about those carrots that John the rabbit loves so much? Here we go. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Cut off the bottoms, cut off the tops. What there is left, put in the pot. Chop, chop, chippity chop. How about, see, I like celery in my soups. Here we go. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Cut off the bottoms, cut off the tops. What there is left, put in the pot. Chop, chop, chippity chop. What else could we put in our soup? I love me some vegetable soup. Oh, you know what we need? Onions. Let's see, onions always make me cry. So how about we do it like we're crying? Chop, chop, chippity chop. Cut off the bottom, cut off the top. What there is left, put in the pot. Chop, chop, chippity chop. That was good. All right, how about some potatoes? Oh, I love some potatoes. Here we go. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Cut off the bottom, cut off the top. What there is left, put in the pot. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Oh, let's take a taste of our soup. Oh, needs a little salt, a little pepper. That's delicious. Let's eat it all up. Delicious. Do you know, some of you may not want to do any cooking yourself. Maybe you need to go out to eat. Maybe we could sing the song that we learned last week. A Pizza Hut. A Pizza Hut, a Pizza Hut. Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. McDonald's, McDonald's. Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. A Pizza Hut, a Pizza Hut. Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. McDonald's, McDonald's. Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. Good job. How about we do our little rhyme about the Eensey Weensey spider. The Eensey Weensey spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the Eensey Weensey spider went up the spout again. But right next door, there lived a big, fat spider. The big, fat spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up came the sun and dried up all the rain, and that big fat spider went up the spout again. But right next door, there was a teensy weensy spider. My job. All right, I think it's time to get out Mrs. Olsen's ukulele. And let's sing, Did You Feed My Cow? Now, this is another call and response song. And most of the time you will sing, yes, ma'am. But we are going to be singing some other questions and answers. So I'll give you the answers before we do it. Did you feed my cow? Yes, ma'am. Did you feed my cow? Yes, ma'am. What did you feed her? Corn and hay. What did you feed her? Corn and hay. Did you milk her good? Yes, ma'am. Did you milk her like you should? Yes, ma'am. Well, how did you milk her? And you're going to say squish, squish, squish. How did you milk her? Squish, squish, squish. And did she get real sick? Yes, ma'am. Was she covered in ticks? Yes, ma'am. How did she die? How did she die? Did the buzzards come? Yes, ma'am. Did the buzzards come? Yes, ma'am. How did they come? You're going to do flap, flap, flap. How did they come? Flap, flap, flap. All right, we're going to do it from the beginning. I will leave space for you to do your yes, ma'am. Remember, did you milk your cow? Squish, squish, squish. How did she die? And the buzzards. Oh, I forgot. Corn and hay is the very first one. All right, let's see if we can do it. Well, did you feed my cow? Did you feed my cow? What did you feed her? What did you feed her? Did you milk her good? Did you milk her like you should? How did you milk her? How did you milk her? Did she get real sick? Was she covered in ticks? How did she die? How did she die? Did the buzzards come? Did the buzzards come? How did they come? How did they come? Oh, poor cow. All right. Well, if you've been looking over here, you've noticed I have a little chalkboard. This is an old kind of chalkboard. And this was actually my kids when they were little. We're going to learn a song about a man whose name is Aiken Drum. And Aiken Drum lived in the moon. And I'm going to sing the first part for you, and then we're going to draw Aiken Drum. There was a man lived in the moon, lived in the moon, lived in the moon. There was a man lived in the moon, and his name was Aiken Drum. Try that with me. There was a man lived in the moon, lived in the moon, lived in the moon. There was a man lived in the moon, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his head was made of an apple, an apple, an apple. His head was made of an apple, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his body was made of a pickle, a pickle, a pickle. His body was made of a pickle, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his legs were made of celery, of celery, of celery. His legs were made of celery, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his arms were made of bananas, bananas, bananas. His arms were made of bananas, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his eyes were made of cherries, of cherries, of cherries. His eyes were made of cherries, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his nose was made of a carrot, a carrot, a carrot. His nose was made of a carrot, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his mouth was made of an Oreo, an Oreo, an Oreo. His mouth was made of an Oreo, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his hair was made of spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti. His hair was made of spaghetti, and his name was Aiken Drum. All right, we are going to work together, and we are going to draw a picture. Now, I'm going to draw my own picture today, but your assignment is going to be that you draw your own picture, and you get to come up with your own foods for his body parts, okay? But let's do Aiken Drum, and I'm going to try and do this here so that you can see him. Well, he lived in a moon, so we're going to make a great big moon first. There's our man that lived in the moon. And what was his head was made of an apple. All right, so we're going to make his head an apple. And Mrs. Olsen is not the best artist, but we'll make him have a nice red apple, and he needs a little leaf coming out. There we go. There's his apple head. Now, what was his body made out of? Do you remember? Pickle. All right, let's make a nice big dill pickle. All right, there's our Aiken Drum. His body was made of a pickle. Let's see, his legs were made of celery. So we gotta have some celery, one that comes out like this. And then we'll go back up. And he needs another leg, so we'll make it go up like that. Oh, that's nice. Good job, Aiken Drum. All right. And what else? What else do we have? Oh, he had arms that were made of bananas. All right, so I'm going to make an arm that goes out like this. Whoop. And there we go. That's a nice banana arm. And we need another banana arm. Oh, I like those arms. Those are perfect. Not. How about eyes? Oh, his eyes were made out of cherries. So we'll make a little cherry here and a little cherry here. Nice and round. They also need stems, so we'll make them. How about we make those cherry stems look like the eyelashes? Right? Okay, nice. His nose was made of a carrot. So let's make that nose. And there we go. That's a nice nose. And what was his mouth made out of? Oh, it was an Oreo cookie. I can think of anything else. How about there's our Oreo cookie. So delicious. You can make it so you can see the cream filling. Well, there's our Aiken Drum. That's pretty funny, guy. All right, so your assignment is to come up with your own different Aiken Drum. He's not going to look like mine. He's going to look like yours. And then you're going to take a picture of your picture that you drew and upload it into Teams. Okay? Excellent. One last thing I want to do before I go is I want to sing you a song. And this song is a song that I used to sing to my kids when they were little. And I've been thinking about this song and singing it to you. And every time I practice, you know what? Mrs. Olsen gets all teary-eyed because I've missed you so much. So I'm already gonna cry. But I miss you so much, and I want you to have a wonderful week. And if you want to sing with me, I would love it. This is called You Are My Sunshine. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, when I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Goodbye, my little sunshines. I love you. Make good choices. Mrs. Olsen loves you.